everyone, and welcome back to another part of her story. So we last looked up the word sad, and what I want to try and look up now is at the end of the last part we figured out that she found some body in the cellar of Simon's parents' house. So I'm going to type in the word body. Okay, there's a few here.
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policeman. I found the body.
Okay, so something about a bruise on her face. Has she maybe not got the bruise on another day? I don't know. We'll look that up in a minute.
His body did not real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. There's these thick glasses.
In the last part, he wears his glasses all the time, one of the videos clips says. And I also noticed she's fiddling with a wedding ring a lot in that video. So I want to make sure she's wearing a wedding ring in the other clips. So for this one, for example, I just want to see if she's wearing it. And she isn't. So that is how we tell the difference.
I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys. Men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill. I mean, how could we stay the same now? I felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
So I think that is how they got separated, because Hannah fell pregnant, had a miscarriage at 8 months, but she couldn't get pregnant, so they could no longer be the same, so maybe she went a different way. So maybe they used to switch places? I don't know, but she's not wearing the ring in that, and she was wearing the ring in one of these, so let me look up a ring.
No, he wasn't wearing his wedding ring.
No, I want to know about your ring. Okay. I'm going to look up glasses.
Look, on his clothes, that would make sense. He made it by hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass. That's not how they make mirrors these days. I mean, he made the mirror. And he gave it to me.
Okay, let's look up, like, switch places. Oops. Places. Switch. Trade. Take turns. Ooh, we got some. Okay, let's play this one.
It just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
Okay. So they did take turns each, like switch places and stuff. And they kept like detailed diaries and things. Let's watch this.
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Okay, so I'm gonna look up bruise. Because there was a thing about the bruise on the face.
Bruise? Oh, yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen, and the chair slipped, and I kind of hit the door with my face. It hurt like hell.
Okay, so she has a bruise, but wasn't the bruise on this side of the other one's face? And this is Hannah. So this one, I'm sure the bruise was on that side, right?
The bruise?
Yeah.
I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes.
Okay. So this one's Eve and that one's Hannah. Let's play this one.
If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull out Hannah's to match. Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. But she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snuck a frozen piece up for me from the kitchen. So much of our bodies was synchronised anyway. We started our period on the same day. All our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
Okay. Alright. So I'm going to look up... Damn it, what was I going to look up? I can't remember. I'm going to just look up hair. Because you notice it... I don't know. Let's play this one.
What kind of hairs?
Okay, let's look up shy.
Yeah, when I was at school. I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything though. I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till.
Okay. Yeah, so she does. She says she's shy.
No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. We had our first date at the Odeon in North End. We went to see Risky Business. I had on my one best dress. Simon paid. He bought me a whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth.
Okay. I'm just gonna check how far, like how many we've watched. Okay. So Let me look up tooth. So we just think about pulling that tooth. No. Let's see. Oh, there's a few for hit. I was thinking because she said she took it too far when she hit her face.
It's like I told you before. I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think, put some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
Okay.
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present. Another mirror. Just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off.
Okay, so did Hannah kill him? Let me look up the word kill. What is this? How's it going down there? You done? No. Okay, I'll hang a bit longer. Buzz when you're ready. What is this? I don't know. Okay, let's watch this one.
I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
Okay. Alright, so that just stays there now? Alright, I guess so. Right, let's look up love. Ooh, there's quite a few. Okay, watch this one.
Thanks. Please find Simon. I love him so much.
Okay.
No. I mean, everyone loves Simon. He was so nice to everyone. He loves me.
So what I think is that maybe Eve drove off, and then when she came back, Hannah had killed him, and I think they maybe tried to hide it. I don't know.
Cute. You must love them very much. What ages are they?
Okay. Let's look up hate now. No. Let's look up killed. Okay, there's one we haven't seen here.
I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital.
Okay. Boxes, because there was boxes when she found the body. No. Nursery. Nurse. Right. No, oh, tape, because I remember, it might have been the first part, but she spoke about there was tape. Nope, let me see here. We're going for quite a lot of them, though. I don't really know what else to look up. Let's look up Mum. Oh, there's a couple.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Okay.
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games, and that Eve was our imaginary friend. Once, she was already up and dressed and ready to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss. Mum saw me in my underwear, she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready. Mum was amazed.
Okay, I want to know more about Florence. I'm gonna just put house. Wow, there's actually a lot for house.
Sure, yes, of course, if that would help. Will you phone the house to let me know when you want to come round? Then I can make sure that I'm there.
Right. So that's not really what I was hoping for, but okay.
He has a wallet, a huge, silly thing, leather, real leather, I think. He packs it full of stuff, business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. He always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bad back. He sets the discs. I haven't seen it, so he must have it on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before, when he comes in, if he's in the house.
Okay, let's look at this one.
I wasn't in the house.
Okay.
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night. After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away. So I took the car.
Okay, well, I'm gonna look up locked. I just want to know, because she was locked away in that house at Florence. Okay, let's try. I really don't know what else to look up. No, we've watched all Mum and Dad ones, I think. Nope. I'm trying to see, like, if they ever told Simon eventually, because obviously he was having an affair, so you would think that he would know, right? Okay. Tell Simon. Ooh, okay. Play.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Okay, so I don't know what I think anymore. I don't.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Okay, so that's pretty much the same as the other one, but I think that one she didn't say the parents' name, she just said Simon's parents, whereas that one, you know, I don't know. Let's play this one.
No. I told her it was one of my boyfriends, someone I had met in the bar. I think she was happy. But I could tell she was thinking, why couldn't it happen to her and Simon? They were the ones with the real life. Why not them?
Okay, I think that was about the pregnancy.
Then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her. She would come clean with Simon about me. I was family. I couldn't have a baby in a bedsit. I told her I didn't want to tell Simon. Told her to wait for the time being.
So we got an achievement, Detective Sergeant. Let me just have a little look at this database checker. Okay, so I don't really know what else to search. Let's say search come clean. I didn't mean that little hashtag at the end. Let me take that out. Not that, yeah, it didn't change. Let's just type in clean. Simon's baby. Ooh, okay, there's one here.
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, We talked about the baby. Turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
Okay, so I think the pieces are starting to come together a little bit. I think I know what's going on right now. I think I do. We still have a few clips to play, but what I think we're actually going to do is end this part here. So I hope that you guys all enjoyed this, and I will speak with you all soon. Bye everyone.